Hi everyone, BeardedTinker here. Today we are tackling one of the biggest everyday challenges, keeping everyone at home on the track with their chores. And of course, making it actually fun. We'll use Chores for Kids integration and its Lovelace card from the HACS to build a family chore tracking that lives right inside Home Assistant. It shows who's done what, gives out rewards, and even can celebrate when everyone is finished. In my setup, I'll use two of my daughters, Zita and Luca, each with different chores and the tasks they have to do. Oh, and even though it's called Chores for Kids, nothing stops you from using it for, let's say, motivating your partner or spouse too. So let's jump straight into it. We'll start in a couple of seconds. Before we dive into the installation, let's quickly see what this integration can do. There are a lot of things that can help you automate your chores for kids. For start, of course, you can assign the child. Then you can create the tasks. Each task can have points, and those points can be reimbursed in the shop. Then you have a list of all the tasks where you can assign the child if there is no child assigned to it. For example, Luca. We have a list of recent tasks, where you can see all the tasks that have been done, that are in the pending state or waiting to get started, the name of the child that has been assigned to, and also you can delete them. We also have a bit of scoreboard here for the gamification or competition, where you can see the points for each of the childs. In the child's view or kid's view, you can see what tasks you are assigned, what tasks have been done, haven't been done, your points, and you can jump into the point shop. The point shop allows you to buy things. For example, in this case we have two tasks. One is wink wink for the parent or spouse, and the other one is PS5 for the kids. When they click on buy, it costs 10 points, the points are automatically deducted. Click on buy, it falls to 5 points, and the kid in this case automatically gets PS5 time. This is controlling the switch, the power switch, where the PS5 is connected. And yes, everything is done and configured through the UI. But let's start with the installation. We do need to do a couple of things. First of all, we need to install the integration, and integration is not officially part of the HACS. So you need to copy the URL, which is included down in the video description, go to Home Assistant, click on three dots, Custom Repositories, paste the URL, as type select integration, and click Add. Just to avoid any confusion, if we close this, search for kids, you can see that we have chores for kids and also kids chores. Don't mix those two, because kids chores is not the same as chore kids. Click on it, click on download, the latest version is 1.0.4, download, and we will need to restart our Home Assistant. But while we are here, let's go back and also click on Chores for Kids card, which is a custom card accompanying this integration. Click on it, click on download, download, the latest version is version 1.0.3, and just press reload. Let me quickly restart Home Assistant. Let's click on Settings, Integrations, Add Integration, Chores, and click on Chores for Kids. Submit. We have two devices, task index, point shop. You can select an area, let's say living room, finish, and here are the two entities. But we want to do the configuration, and this is the fun part. Click on overview, edit dashboard, plus sign, chores. Let's add icon, click save, new section, and we will search for Chores for Kids card. You have option to select if you want to be in admin or kids mode. This one will be admin, scoreboard is on. Click on save, but let's also add here chores kid. We still need to define kids, so I will leave it as is. It will be errored out, but we will fill that later in the video. Click on save. In the Chores for Kids dashboard, I've created two profiles. Zita, this one here, her list includes taking the dog out, tidying her room, loading the dishwasher, and it can also include, for example, feeding the pets. For Luca, she is older, she's got dishes, changing bedding, taking out the trash, and vacuuming. Each chore can have points, schedules, icons, and they show up automatically in the Lovelace card. Let me show you quickly how it's done and everything configured. If you want to add child, in this case I'll add me, because who knows, maybe I'll get lucky. It's simple as giving it a name and clicking on Add Child. We now have a list of children, Zita, Luca, and BT. Point numbers, how many points they have. If they have any pending tasks, you can rename, add points, or reset points. For example, I can add 10 points to Zita. Then you need to create tasks. Tasks are very simple to create. For example, let's create one task for me. Laundry. Points 1000, because me doing laundry would be 1000 points. Days are, let's say, Wednesday and Saturday. Auto assign if the task repeats is BT. Choose the icon. Let's use laundry wash and click on create task. Task disappears from here and shows up automatically down in the list. These are all tasks, the points assigned to each task, child if the task hasn't been assigned already. For example, let's do this one here. Each task can be edited, assigned if not already assigned, or deleted. For example, I have here two tasks that haven't been assigned. Recycle and bedding. For example, let's put this one to Zita, assign. In the recent tasks, we can see all the tasks that have been assigned, approved, done, or whatever. Click on Show All, and we can see that these tasks have already been done. This task is assigned. And we also have scoreboards with points for each of the kids. Remember that each time the kid uses the points in the shop, and I'll show that in just a couple of seconds, the points are deducted from this scoreboard. Now let's go to shop, and we here have one item. PS5, price is 10, it's active. You can edit the task, change the name, give the image to it, change the price, or deactivate. And we can also do advanced actions. For the PS5, it's very simple. If you have a smart plug, you can control the smart plug. So for example, PS5 power is turned on, there is a delay of 300 seconds because 5 minutes of PlayStation is more than enough, and then we turn it off. Click on Save. Let me quickly add additional task. Wink, wink. Price is 1000 points. This is the task for me, and click on Add Item. As I said, you can add advanced actions, select from the list, which in my opinion is not that good because it lists all of the entities from Home Assistant. And no, unfortunately, you cannot type the entity name, it will just jump to the first letter of whatever you're typing. So let's say that this Piper update that I've selected as an entity, I want to turn it on, add a delay of how many seconds I want, and then do action of whatever I else want to do. Let me delete those two. When you're finished with the selection, just click on Save. And now we have two items in the shop, PS5, 10, and wink wink, 1000 points. Now let's jump into the UI for kids. Each kid has its own UI. They can see all the things that they've done. They can start a task. For example, if she is now about to take the trash out or something for recycling, she clicks on Start Tasks, does the task, and then finishes it with the complete task. At the same time, this will also automatically update. In the list of recent tasks, we can see that recycling for 5 points is waiting approval. Let's look for example at Luca. If she clicks on Start Task, in the list of tasks we can see that the bedding is currently in the progress and it's waiting to be done. When she's done, she clicks on Complete Tasks and we see it in the list of recent tasks. Let's click on Show All, so it's easier to manage. All the tasks that have been already done are here. We have 2 awaiting approval. We can reassign if we think the task hasn't been done properly, or we can approve it. But let's approve to Luca and also Zita. With each approval, the tasks are marked as done and the points increase. And yes, also in the scoreboard. So the point is that the UI is really friendly. The kids can mark chores done directly from the dashboard or tablet, and progress instantly updates. Now that you have data, you can also try and bring it to the life with the automations. When we are already talking about automations, yes, those can be done, but they are not as trivial as some would think. We only have a couple of entities available, and each and every information is stored as an attribute. So let's look at the entities created by this integration. Each of the kids has its own entity, BT, Luca, and Zita. Then we have entity for the shop and also entity for the tasks. Let's for example look at this one for Luca. It says that she has 20 points and we can play with the points. For example, each night you can create automation if the points move about certain threshold. If we click on it, we can see the attributes, and this is the long list of everything related to the points. We have child name, this is the unique ID, pending count, how many tasks are still not done. Then we have a list of tasks, dishwasher, trash, bedding, assigned count, in progress count, awaiting approval count, approved count, or rejected. These are the things that you can use in your automations. For example, each morning you can send notification how many tasks have been assigned. On the midday, you can say, for example, how many tasks are in progress. Then, just before the night falls, you can say how many tasks have been approved, or something similar. Or, when the assigned count falls to 0, means that all the tasks have been done, you can send notification, everything is great, you've done all your tasks. In the shop, we can see that we have 2 items in the shop, and if we click on it, look at the attributes, we can see each item in the shop listed here. Then we also have a list of purchases, all the things that have been so far purchased in the shop. And for the tasks, we have 14 tasks. In the attributes, we can see the names of the tasks, for example, dog, to take the dog out, dishes, points, is it assigned, and so on and so on. So while yes, you can create automations with this, you also have to be a bit creative because these are the entities that are exposed and you have to play with the attributes, pull the JSON from the attributes and then play with it to create automation that you need. One neat thing that you can do as automation is, for example, when all of the kids reach their 100%, meaning that there are no tasks left in the list, Home Assistant can turn on victory scene. Light flashes, color loop starts, and short crowd cheer plays from your speakers. Also, everyone in the family gets family celebration notification on their mobile phone. It's fun, it's visual, and one of those moments that really make the smart home feel alive. Now a quick note or a hint, even though this is called Chores for Kids, you can absolutely use it for anyone in the house. Probably not the pets. Want to make sure that your partner actually folds the laundry or empties the dishwasher. These are tasks that you can assign to them, just add them as a kid and give them their chores. And you just need to think of the good price. And that's how you can use Chores for Kids to make everyday tasks more organized and a bit more fun, but also totally automated inside Home Assistant. Whether it's your kids, roommates or your partner, this integration makes it easy to track, remind and also reward. If you enjoyed this video, smash that like button, subscribe for more creative smart home ideas and tell me in comments what you'd automate with Chores for Kids. And yes, it's also time to say thanks to all those wonderful people that are supporting me and that have become YouTube channel members. Thank you all for all of your support. And also thanks to all those wonderful people that have watched, shared, liked or commented on my videos. Thank you. If you too want to support the channel, you can do so by clicking the join button down below and becoming a YouTube channel member for only €2 or $2 per month. Or you can go to my merchandise store and get something there. Last but not least, you can always send me super thanks and I will be super thankful for that. Until the next time, stay awesome, keep tinkering, bye bye and have fun.